Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I wanted to go over the top 10 veteran population states, but in two different ways. So what we're going to be looking at is really 20 states. They may be duplicates, but one ranking of just the total veterans in the state, and the other is a percentage of veterans in the state. So, X number of veterans per 100,000 population. And just kind of compare and contrast those and take the top state for each and dive into some of the benefits in that specific state. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into it. Please hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. Good information to have, especially if you live in one of these states. It's nice to know. And if you are looking to move, why are all these veterans living in these different states, right? So let's take a look. So the first one I'm going to start with is just the total number of veterans in the state, right? So a lot of times what's going to happen with this is it's just going to kind of mirror the state population. So a state with a massive population is also going to have a massive veteran population just because of the numbers. So, but the percentage of veterans may be smaller than another state, if that makes sense. So with that, let's jump into it. So number one, veteran populated state, according to this that I'm looking at, which is worldpopulationreview.com state rankings as of 2023. So whenever they got this, California. And California has been the largest veteran population state for as long as they've been tracking this stuff, probably. Followed by Texas and then Florida. So that's your top three. California, according to this, and look, there's always some wiggle depending on what you're looking at, whose numbers you're looking at. So this is just roughly. So according to this, though, California has 1,525,000, and I'll just round it off, 1,525,000 population. Texas has 1,435,000 population. Florida has 1,416,000 population. That's your top three. Then we move to number four is Pennsylvania with 731,000, followed by Ohio with 685,000, New York with 676,000, Virginia 674,000, North Carolina 654,000, Georgia 625,000, and Illinois at 553,000 veterans. So that's your top 10 veteran population states as far as just the total number of veterans living in that specific state. Now, if we flip it over here and we look at the percentage of veterans by 100,000, this many veterans per 100,000, we come up with a completely different list. So number one on that list is Alaska with 8,836 per 100,000. So basically 8.8%. Virginia, 7,741 per 100,000. Wyoming, 7,613 per 100,000, so 7.6%. Montana, 7,495 per 100,000. Maine is 7,295, so 7.3%. West Virginia is 7,088 per 100,000. Hawaii is 6,801 per 100,000, which that's kind of surprising to me. I didn't realize that many veterans were in Hawaii. New Mexico is 6,709. South Carolina, 6,708 per 100,000. And New Hampshire is 6,652 per 100,000. So pretty interesting. So let's take a look at Alaska. And this is on military.com, and it just gives a snapshot of some of the benefits. I'm not going to go too deep into them, but they do have something called Alaska Veteran Housing Benefits, which is the Alaska Veterans and Pioneers Home. And it says here, the Alaska Veterans and Pioneers Home in Palmer strives to assist older Alaskans to have the highest quality of life by providing assisted living in a safe home setting that promotes independence, positive relationships, meaningful activities, and physical, emotional, and spiritual growth. 75% of the 79 beds in the home are designated to veterans. So that's good. So that's their veteran home there. It also says here, veterans land discounts and purchase preference. Under the veterans land sale preference, before offering to the general public any unoccupied residential land by auction, a veteran has an exclusive opportunity to purchase that land with some additional benefits. So something to look into. Then it also says veterans housing and residential loans. So through the Alaska Housing Finance Corporation, they administer veteran mortgage programs and have some additional benefits there as well. Alaska state tax benefits, property tax exemption. A veteran who has a VA or military disability at 50% or more is exempt from taxes on the first $150,000 of assessed value of their home. Moving on, says military credit for state retirement. So if you get a state of Alaska job, you can purchase some of your time back from the military and add that to your retirement time with the state. State employment preference, job finding assistance, waiver of commercial driver's license, skills test, veteran education benefits, free tuition for surviving spouse or dependent, Alaska veteran recreation benefits such as the Alaska Railroad discount, Alaska Marine Highway System discounts or for free, hunting and fishing licenses for active duty, disabled veteran hunting and fishing license, state camping pass, disabled veterans, death gratuity. This death gratuity is the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs for the state, I'm assuming, shall pay upon application a death gratuity in the amount of $750 to the surviving spouse of a qualified veteran who had passed away that's in the state there. So that is a fast snapshot of Alaska. Then we bump over to California, and some of the stuff here in California, they have 8 veteran homes, and they have 8 because of just the massive amount of veterans that are in California. So for skilled nursing all the way, memory care, skilled nursing, assisted living, that type of stuff, 55 years and older. There's California active duty residents do not pay state income tax if stationed outside of the state. CalVet farm and home loans, so you can get a home loan through the state or farm loan. Veterans property tax exemption. California provides a $4,000 real property or personal property exemption for honorably discharged veterans. And then there's also a disabled veterans property tax exemption, which ranges anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000. However, there is adjustments to that number as the years have gone by. It's probably closer to $150,000 plus to maybe $200,000, depending on if it's a basic approval at 100% rated veteran or if you're a low-income veteran. California Military Family Relief Fund, if needed. Motor vehicle registrations or registration fees are waived for 100% or POWs, Medal of Honor recipients. Business license, tax and fee waiver, California Veterans Employment Preference, Disabled Veterans State Contract Preference, Commercial Driver's License, where the road test written section may be exempt of those portions of the driver's license for commercial. California Veteran Dependent College Fee Waiver. This is got a couple different plans. One is for a 100% rated veteran, and the other is for a veteran rated at any percentage. Their dependent children can go to any state school tuition free. If they're at 100%, their spouse could go. There's a couple other qualifications there. California National Guard education assistance, fishing, hunting licenses, state parks, recreation passes, and state veteran cemeteries. So that's a a snapshot of some of the benefits in each of the top states, depending on how you slice the numbers. So with that, just wanted to share that with you. Have a great one. I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.